The Heart of the Jade Serpent. Chapter 1. The Legend of the Goddess's Eye. The African sun beat down on the savannah with unrelenting fury, baking the earth and its inhabitants. Under this merciless sky, a dilapidated Land Rover, driven by a man weathered by sun and adventure, snaked along a dusty road. Inside, Jack Riley, a renowned archaeologist and adventurer, wiped the sweat from his brow as he studied an ancient map, faded by time and handling. Joel. Jack had arrived in Kenya following the trail of a legend, the story of the Eye of the Goddess, a priceless jade jewel supposedly hidden in the depths of the jungle, guarded by a lost tribe and a mythical creature. Many had tried to find it, attracted by the promise of wealth and power, but none had returned. The legend spoke of an ancient civilization, the Mbantu, who had inhabited the region thousands of years ago. It was said that they possessed an ancestral knowledge and a deep connection with nature. The Eye of the Goddess, according to legend, was a gift from the gods, a source of power that guaranteed the prosperity and protection of the tribe. Jack, however, was not motivated by wealth. His passion was archaeology, the desire to discover the past and unravel the mysteries of lost civilizations. The Eye of the Goddess was for him a key piece to understand the Mbantu culture and its connection with the old map. After several days of travel, Jack arrived at the border of the jungle. The air became humid and heavy. The sound of wildlife filled the environment. The old map guided him through the dense vegetation, a green labyrinth where sunlight barely penetrated. Suddenly, the Land Rover stopped abruptly. A group of warriors, dressed in animal skins and armed with spears and bows, had blocked the road. They were the warriors of the Samburu tribe, protect jungle towers and guardians of its secrets. Jack slowly got off the vehicle, with his hands up, showing that he had no hostile intentions. He explained his mission, his interest in the Mbantu culture, and his search for the Eye of the Goddess. The tribe's chief, a tall and muscular man with a piercing gaze, listened attentively. After a long silence, he spoke in his native language. One of the warriors, who spoke English, translated his words. The Eye of the Goddess is sacred. Soul, or those with a pure heart, can seek it. The jungle tests the intruders. If you survive the tests, the jungle will guide you. If you fail, the jungle will claim you. Chapter 2. The trials of the jungle chief Samburu allowed Jack to continue his journey, but warned him about the dangers of the jungle. Jack thanked him for his hospitality and ventured into the thicket, following the indications of the ancient map. The jungle was a world in itself, a place of beauty and danger. He faced constant challenges: torrential rivers, treacherous swamps, wild animals, and tropical diseases. But despite the difficulties, he continued forward, driven by his determination. One day, while exploring an ancient ruin, Jack discovered a series of hieroglyphs. After a long study, he managed to decipher them. The hieroglyphs revealed the location of the Eye of the Goddess, a temple hidden in the heart of the jungle, guarded by a legendary creature, the serpent Jade. The legend said that the jade serpent was a gigantic creature, with bright green scales and hypnotic jade eyes. It was the guardian of the goddess's eye, a powerful being with the ability to control nature. Jack prepared to face the final challenge. He followed the instructions of the hieroglyphs and ventured into the deepest and darkest part of the jungle. After several days of travel, he arrived at a hidden clearing. In the center stood an ancient temple, covered with moss and vines. Chapter 3. The serpent's heart. Jack entered the temple cautiously. The air was heavy and humid, the silence overwhelming. As he advanced, the temple became darker and more labyrinthine. Finally, he arrived at an underground chamber. In the center, on a stone altar, the Eye of the Goddess shone. The jade jewel was even more beautiful than he had imagined. Its brilliance was hypnotic, its energy palpable. Jack approached the altar, ecstatic before the discovery. But just as he was about to take the Eye of the Goddess, a hissing sound echoed in the chamber. From the shadows emerged the jade serpent. It was a colossal creature with bright green scales that reflected the light of the Eye of the Goddess. Its jade eyes shone with a terrifying intensity. The jade serpent lunged at Jack, opening its jaws full of sharp fangs. Jack reacted quickly, dodging the creature's attack. It was fierce. Jack used his wit and agility to avoid the jade serpent's attacks. Finally, Jack saw an opportunity. Using a torch he had found in the temple, he aimed at the creature's eyes. The jade serpent, blinded by the light, recoiled, giving Jack the opportunity to escape. Jack left the temple, carrying the Eye of the Goddess. He had overcome the trials of the jungle, he had faced the jade serpent, and he had discovered the secret of the Mbantu tribe. He returned to civilization, carrying with him the Eye of the Goddess and the story of his adventure. The legend of the Eye of the Goddess had become reality. Jack Riley, the adventurous archaeologist, had entered the heart of the jungle and had returned with an invaluable treasure, not only for its material value, but for the knowledge and wisdom it represented. End.